Are these bombers impossible in the Star Wars universe? No. Are they illogical? I'd say, hell yeah! I mentioned in my last video that I would class the bombers at the start of Last Jedi as illogical. A bad decision by someone making a bad movie.
What making him understand?
Some viewers disagreed. Some even liked the whole video except for the criticism of the bombers. Yeah, you're clearly talking out of your ass. The bombs were magnetised. This franchise has outer space wizards, but the bombs are a what the fuck moment to you. The shit got some sort of gravity and they got dropped. Where else were they supposed to go then down? But you're all cool with it when a Y-Wing does a bombing run. There is gravity within the ship and the bombs are inside the ship. When they are inside of the bombing ship and are released, they begin to fall. Once they fall outside of the ship, they continue to fall because of momentum. Gosh, the bombs are fucking magnetic for the 100th time. Great video, but including the dumb bombs don't make sense argument really discredits the whole thing. Magnets work in zero gravity, dipshit. Let me explain. First, and to me, this is a big one, none of those explanations are shown in the film. A film should try to avoid raising questions that have stupid answers.
What was that?
I know what you're going to say. There are a lot of things we don't understand in Star Wars. We don't know how the ships fly. Well, we have a good idea what these things do, but what about the TIE fighters? Aha! This is where the wonder and creativity come in. We know we're in a place with technology we don't understand, but you know what we do understand? The concept of bombs dropping.
I understand.
A technology that's old even for us. It would be like showing a steam engine in the TIE fighter and expect us to believe this exists in Star Wars.
Bullshit.
A good story should give us enough information to feel that in their world, there are answers to how things work. Not give us information that makes us question their world. Questions like, how is this 56 years after this? Plus, I said they were illogical. Logical and possible are two different things. And I wasn't just talking about the bombs dropping, I was talking about the whole stupid design of the bombers. Everything about them, speed, maneuverability, design. Just because something could possibly work doesn't make it a logically good choice. I said they were illogical, not impossible. It's possible for me to pick a fight with Mike Tyson. Would it be logical to do so? How did Rian, a writer who seems to be void of original ideas, come up with the bombers? Well, it's common knowledge that George Lucas used World War II fighters as inspiration for how the X-Wings flew. This makes sense. Air-to-air combat, dogfights, formation flying. As for the bombers, well, George realised that copying that technology made no sense, so he came up with this. The Y-Wing bomber. So, what's good enough to inspire George is, well, hey, a new idea for Rian. And what film did Rian copy? I'd take a guess and say Memphis Belle. Memphis Belle is a 1990 film about the true story of a World War II bomber and its crew. The 90s, 2000s seem to be Rian's favourite era to rip off. In the film, the bombers have to make a bombing run over Germany. This was highly dangerous as the bombers were a lot slower and less manoeuvrable than the fighter craft that could take them out. It's an amazing story and incredible because it's true. So this is the name of the Memphis Belle model. And this is Rian's bomber. Remember, Rian had the freedom to design anything he wanted. These bombers should have shown his creativity. Sadly, they did. Now again, the main problem with this film is that it is film 8 in a set of 9. We have seen space battles before in Star Wars, space battles that were fast and exciting, space battles that had a sense of, well, space, and that thing missing in this film, fun. Lots of movement, camera angles, what they like to call good direction. In Rian's world, everything is virtually on one plane. Straight lines, slow. Where is the creative direction? Why are they in such tight formation?
Bombers, keep that tight formation.
This seems a bad decision. Now, they must have used these bombers before. In what situation would they have worked well and all survived? Just imagine them in some of the other battles.
Bombers, keep that tight formation. Bombers, keep that tight formation. Bombers, keep that tight formation.
They are so bad, they don't even need a functioning TIE fighter to take one out. Did I say take one out? Oh no, half a TIE fighter can take out 3. Nearly as good as Rey's triple kill shot on Crate. Look how happy she is. Everyone's about to die. Oh, hang on, this is ripping off New Hope. But they just escaped with their lives? She is watching everyone die. What a psychopath. Another reason using slow-moving, badly manoeuvring bombers in space is they are better at hitting things that don't move, like the ground. Oh wait, that wouldn't work because they are magnetic, so would be useless bombing buildings, land, etc. I know, that's probably wrong. They get thrown out by magnets. I don't care. So they have to bomb targets that can move. The Dreadnought or any other ship could just move out of the way. Up, down, left, right, front, back, or spin. I don't know, hyperspace. Anyway, you get the idea. These things are creeping up and it just sits there. Why? Why? Fuck me, this film is stupid. The other stupid thing is because of the way they work and that they're trying to hit something that can move, the bomber has to be extremely close to the target, which means this happens. This makes it a fucking suicide mission. Like they are kamikaze pilots. What the fuck, Rian Johnson? You racist. Stereotype much? Rian was even so pumped about his World War II space fantasy bombers that he even had some messages painted on the bombs, like they occasionally did in World War II. I bet these guys filled the planes with fuel before wasting time like this. Here's Rian gloating about his creative achievement on Twitter. And here's what they came up with. Hi Snoke, and Han says hi, with a smiley face. The guy was slaughtered like the day before by his son, but smiley face. Let's ignore the question of who connected with Han wrote that. This is the best they could come up with. 2 versions of Hi. This should be one of the biggest films ever made, and this is the effort they put in. 2 versions of Hi. Nothing about the Force, revenge, killing. Nope. Hi. I know you're going to say, who cares? You don't even see him in the film. And you're right. I don't care about the stupid bombs. But this is the crap that Rian Johnson was trying to work into this movie. I want World War II bombers. Don't worry about Morning Han. We have bombs to paint. Fuck. A shaved orangutan would be more creative. Speaking of creative, would they still be flying X-Wings and TIE fighters? I know this is JJ's fault, but George had the ships evolving. But somehow, as soon as the good guys were in charge, technology stopped moving forward. And you know, when I say good guys, obviously the slave children's existence under the good guys' rule was pretty shit. They'd probably welcome the First Order. Could be a nice change. They might point out to the slave owners that it'd probably be cheaper to use droids. Wouldn't have to house or feed them. That 30 years of peace since the fall of the Empire really didn't extend to the slave children. So somehow in our world, we have gone from this to this. But in Star Wars, we have gone from this to this. Even in the cartoons, they are doing something interesting. No, I don't watch them. I know, everyone says I should. One more thing, I keep hearing about the massive payload. You don't think this would have fit into another ship? What about 2 other ships? What about 3? You know, 3 ships that could actually get to their target and back again? There's no logical reason why anyone would have bought these ships. Do you think whoever sold them the ship was like some used car salesman? Once they're off the lot, it's your problem. What the SF-17 has a hyperdrive? Why didn't they just... This movie is so fucked.